Hello guys, welcome back to another guide video on Rapier. Today we will be, going over tips and tricks on how to use Rapier efficiently with 1v1 scenarios and PvE scenarios. A quick disclaimer that I say within all my guide videos, any build is fine. If your build is working for you, that is good. I'm just making this video for people who want to learn Rapier or are getting back into Rapier again, so that they'll have something to reference to when they're making their build. But yeah, before we do get into the video, make sure you guys do subscribe. Only a small percentage of you that watch my videos are subscribed and the rest are not, so make sure you do that. And yeah, without further ado, the Rapier guide. When you're playing Rapier, you'll notice that the animation styles of Rapier is a little different than a regular weapon. Now you can use this to your advantage because it's kind of like a spear. You'll mostly be wanting to move back with Rapier or standing still in your own position, because instead of trying to go inwards like with dagger where you have to always be close, you always have a distant range advantage against your opponent. Now this is not always good, and when they get too close, that's when you want to use your M2 on Rapier. Your M2 is a flurry of 3 strikes, and it doesn't give that much posture, and it can be parried, but it really is good for a combo extender when you already got them with an M1s. You'll probably only get 1 or 2 off if you're already M1ing them and go into an M2, but you mostly want to be using this M2 when they are block broken or when you know their posture is high. That's why you want to pair up. You also want to pair up Rapier with Murmur, because you're going to need the extra posture damage. The talents that you go on Rapier, it's pretty straightforward. There's only basically one talent that's designated towards Rapier, and it is Aerial Spin. It's for daggers and Rapiers. But yeah, just make sure you get that. It's just an aerial stab. Beforehand, it had a different animation, which would have made it more easier to trip up the opponents you're going against, but they fixed it to where it's only an aerial stab. Unlike the aerial spin that you basically have to get so that you can extend your combos, other talents you want to get with Rapier or as followed are Uproar, so that when you're getting your M1s in, you don't mess up, you don't get stun locked, so that you'll be able to keep your combos in. Because most of the times when you go in for an M1, your opponent's going in for an M1 as well. You want to get Murmur, like I mentioned beforehand. It really is important that you get more extra posture damage, because you're doing basically less posture damage than dagger, medium, and heavy. You just want to make sure that you're getting those block breaks frequently. You also want to go some strength talents so that you can basically give more posture damage and stay on top of your opponents, because most of them are probably going to be heavy or medium users. You also want to get critical attack, because it restores 30% of your posture. And I know most of you guys probably skip this card, but it's actually a huge win in a sense of how fast you can spam your M2s and actually land a hit on somebody. And I believe that the 3 counts count as singular crit hits, so I think it can reset your posture 90%. I'm gonna actually have to go test that out, but whenever I use Rapier and use my M2, it brings it down more significantly than 30%. So yeah, I just tested it out, and it does bring your posture bar more than 30%, so each hit does count as a critical, so it basically we're bringing it down 90%. I believe 90 or 60. It depends on how much hits you get in on the person that you're fighting. Mantras or, elements that you probably would want to go on Rapier is most likely something that's fast. Lightning, wind would be good. Maybe slowing down your opponent, go for ice. But I really don't know about Shadow. I don't think it'd do as well as it would Gale and Ice would. Flame, people use that, but the abilities of Flame are more utilized towards mid-combat use. These mantras that you want to be using are mostly just engages and Gale Lunge and things like Lightning Assault to close distance with the opponent that you're going against. It's not like you're supposed to be relying on mantras as a Rapier user. You want to be actually utilizing your mantras as a combo extender, in a way. Bells, you want to go. Bells, you really want to go probably Counter and Sacred Field. Depending on your build, you're probably going 100 light and 100 mantra, so you're not going to be as tanky as you think you're going to be. Run It Back is also another good one if you cannot get these Counter or Sacred Field. And yeah. Also, another tip, another advice, you want to make sure you're playing to counter, even though if you get hit first in a fight, obviously, You want to fight them, but you don't want to actually, you know, fight them as if you're a medium or heavy, because you're definitely going to lose if you do that. So make sure you do apply these tips and play to your best ability. You should see significant improvements and efficiency with Rapier, and taking that on to high level, it should be relatively easy to win your 1v1s and PvEs. PvEs, they're pretty straightforward. It's just that you do less damage than medium and heavy, it being a light. So yeah, make sure you guys do comment down below anything if I missed anything. Like the video so it can be seen everywhere, and make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss when I post another video. Have a nice day, guys, and see you guys within the next video.